video, I'm going to show you how I made this cute brimmed hat. It's perfect for somebody who doesn't like to work in the round, but still wants to have a nice, fun crocheted hat. To make this pattern today, I'm using the following supplies. I have this chunky blue yarn that I got on sale from my local yarn store. I have a 4mm crochet hook. I have a yarn needle and scissors handy to help me get all the ends put together. And then for embellishments, I've got my special tag, and I thought I could really elevate this yarn by using a brown fur pom-pom, so I'll be making one of those as well. I'm going to begin with a foundation chain for the length that I want my hat to be. Since I'm making an adult hat, it's going to take me 40 stitches for my foundation chain, or 40 chains. I've chained my hat the length that I want it to be. And now there's going to be 3 sections of this hat. There is a brim, a body, and a crown. The crown will be over by this tail that we've left. I'm going to chain 1, and in my second chain from the hook, I will be beginning my brim by doing a slip stitch into the first 10 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. For the next 20 stitches, this will start the body section of the hat. So for this portion, I will create 1 half double crochet into each of the next 20 stitches. So those 20 half double crochets will make up the body portion of the hat. And now we're at that crown. So for the last 10 stitches, I will work a single crochet into each of those. Once I've finished this row 1, I'm ready to chain 1 and turn my work. Now for the crown and the body portion of this row, I will be doing a modified slip stitch. I will start by creating a single crochet in the first stitch. Then I'm going to reinsert my hook into that first stitch and pull up a loop, and then slip stitch through the next stitch and pull through everything on my hook. Then I will reinsert my hook into the stitch I finished off on, which was the second stitch, pull up a loop, insert into the next, pull through all the way. So I will continue this for the first 30 stitches of this row. So I did that modified slip stitch all the way to the brim portion of the hat now. And at the brim, I will be working 1 half double crochet worked through the back loop only for each of these 10 stitches. That completes row 2. For row 3, I chain 1 and turn. And now for the first 10 stitches of this row, or that brim portion of the hat, I will be doing that modified slip stitch again. I'll begin with a single crochet, reinsert my hook into the first stitch, pull up a loop, then slip stitch through the next stitch. Insert into the same stitch again, insert into the next stitch, and pull it all the way through. When I get to the body portion of the hat, I will be working 20 half double crochets worked through the back loop only. Once I've worked my way back up to that crown portion of the hat, I will work 1 single crochet through the back loop only of each of the remaining 10 stitches. Now, this doesn't look like much, but as we work this up, this will create our hat. So this is kind of just one little portion of it. It'll keep going. I'm going to continue working repeats of rows 2 and rows 3 until my hat at the brim measures my desired circumference. Since I'm making an adult beanie, I want this to be about 18 inches. Okay, so I've worked this all the way up to my desired circumference for my hat, and now I just fold it over on itself. I do this with the right side facing outward, and then I just chain one and turn. And now I will simply slip stitch these two ends together. Once I've slip stitched all the way to the other side, I can finish off my work, leaving a nice long tail to weave in. I use my yarn needle to hide those tails. Once the tails are hidden, I just need to cinch close this top portion here. I can do that with this yarn, but since this yarn is a little bit delicate, I'm going to be going in with a needle and thread. First, I'll start at the seam and tie a knot with my thread. Next, I'll simply insert my needle through the side of each of those ribbed rows. I like to always do this from the front going to the back. Once I've gone all the way around, all I need to do is pull it tight. Now I know I'm going to put a pom-pom on top, so I'm not super concerned about any of my knots showing with my thread. But if you're not using a pom-pom on the top, you can always use a yarn thread that's a similar color as the yarn. Once I've gotten it as tightened up as I think I can get it, I will tie that off. And now my top is seamed up. I can fold up my brim if that's how I'd like to wear my hat, or I can leave it baggy. Add any extra embellishments like a tag and a pom-pom, and this hat is complete.